Real Madrid is now seriously considering the option to sell Aurelien Tchouameni this summer. Not the next one, this summer. Even though Camavinga is still at the club, even though Brahim Diaz is still at the club, we are looking to generate money, and Tchouameni could be the person that will be going out the club. Breaking: Real Madrid are seriously considering selling Aurelien Tchouameni this summer, and they will demand 90 million euros for him. When I heard this the first time, 90 million euros. When I saw Mateus Fernandes go for 95 million and Tonali go for 100 million, I couldn't believe my eyes. I hope this is fake, by the way. I hope this is fake. That is, will he be sold? Why would we sell him? Should we sell him? You know, Manchester United is interested. Maybe even Chelsea would be interested. There are so many things to talk about. But the first thing we have to talk about is this dumb-ass price. 90 million euros for Tchouameni in this market is a steal. Mark my words. Because if Mateus Fernandes, the relegated midfielder from West Ham, is 95 mil, and Tonali, who has never done anything even close to Tchouameni's stature, who has had a good season for Newcastle, but Newcastle has been so awful in the Premier League, is 100 million. Why is Tchouameni 90 million, and why is Real Madrid making some stupid decisions when it comes to selling players? Especially their own players, the bigger players. Because when you look at the other players like Alvaro Rodriguez and some other players that are not even at the club, you know, the buyback clauses and the sell-on options, they are great. We're getting money in. We're getting that money in. Why are we even looking to sell Tchouameni in the first place? We will talk about it, but 90 million for Tchouameni is a steal. If United buys him, if Chelsea buys him, if City, Bayern, flipping Juventus, anybody that could get Tchouameni for 90 million is buying one of the best sixes in the world for that price, and that's not enough. He should be at least 120 million if that's the market. Do I believe that he's a 120 million pound player or a euro player? No. But if Elliot Anderson is, what is Tchouameni then? Tchouameni is a better player than Elliot Anderson. He's better than Mateus Fernandes. He's better than Tonali. He's better than all of these guys. Where is their UCL? Where is their experience in the UCL in the biggest of stages? Where are the trophies? Where is playing for France for multiple years now, scoring huge goals for them, playing in the World Cup final, UCL finals? Please tell me. Nobody has that. But Tchouameni, rumored to be sold for 90 million, is already pissing me off. Now, the club that is going for him, I genuinely think if United get Aurelien Tchouameni, their midfield goes from here to here. Even though, you know, Real Madrid value him too much now and are not willing to let him go for now. That's obviously not the case, which this was reported way before than this tweet. Now, they are saying that the deal is too high. You know, before it was, we are not even looking to let him go. But now the deal is still too high for them. 90 million is too high for Manchester United. What is Manchester United cooking? Let me ask the United fans, because this video is going on my second channel, you know, because I already made a video on the first one. If you want to watch it, it's about Enzo Fernandez, and I wanted to do this one as well, because Tchouameni, I think, is a huge player. These are huge news, and Manchester United love Aurelien Tchouameni. He's a dream signing. However, his salary and the overall cost of the deal are too high. United will advance if he lowers his wages, but currently that's not happening. Of course, I don't think he will lower his wages. I don't even think he wants to leave Madrid. But United fans, if anybody is watching this video, what is Ineos doing? Shouldn't they splash the cash? You have already lost out on Elliot Anderson. You wanted Mateus Fernandes. You wanted Tonali as well. You know, you got what's the guy's name? Ederson from Atalanta. I mean, fair enough. That's a good signing, but is that Tchouameni? Is that Tonali? No, nowhere near their level. But your club and your, you know, whatever you want to call them, the higher ups, don't want to sign Tchouameni for 90 million? I would sign him like this if I could. I would sign him to Real Madrid if he was at another club for 90 million today. He's that good. And I know he might not fit the midfield that well. And, you know, Real Madrid might not even sell him because, I don't know, we are happy with the midfield options, which I just don't understand. It's the same, basically the same way United is moving with their midfield options, because they fucking need midfielders. Casemiro left them, they have Mainu, Bruno Fernandes, they basically don't have a six now because Ugarte got basically murdered in the World Cup, and the other midfielders are finished. That's all there is at that club. But us, we have too many midfielders actually. It's quite the opposite. But it's kind of the same. We have so many midfielders that make zero sense playing together. Now we are not signing Enzo Fernandez, which I'm happy about because he doesn't fit the system as well. But are we going to keep the same options then? Are we going to keep the same options? Is it going to be as the same midfield as last year? Because if we sell Tchouameni, that is another question. Who do we buy after? Is it going to be a right signing, or do we just buy a random-ass talent player that is not going to make any sense? And that's what I'm worried about. And with 90 million... what is that really getting you these days? Like, is that getting you Matheus Fernandes for 95? I don't want that then. Keep Tchouameni, please. Because if you told me, if you would swap Tchouameni for Matheus Fernandes, I would have said never in a million years. Never in a million years. Honestly, guys, I still quite... I just don't get this, rumor at all. This was a rumor as well that Chelsea, if Chelsea lose Enzo Fernandez, which is not going to happen, Xabi Alonso would like to have a player like Aurelien Tchouameni. Alonso was delighted with Tchouameni in Real Madrid. Yep, Tchouameni's form went from here, getting booed at the Bernabeu last season, to being one of the best sixes and one of the best performances at Real Madrid, especially under Xabi Alonso. So yeah, I get that, but Enzo Fernandez is not leaving, and Chelsea will not be generating that money for Tchouameni. So that's off the table as well now. And this is what we know so far about the midfield situation, as I would call it, at Real Madrid. Beyond Enzo Fernandez being ruled out, last I heard and we reported is that Rodri is completely ruled out as a midfield option for Real Madrid. Which we know Rodri was never the priority for Perez. That was more of the Enrique Riquelme signing. And Ayoub Bouari, the Moroccan midfielder, if you don't know, plays for Lille, the young talent, has been on the up and on the come up in this World Cup especially, is not a priority as well. And I think that's the right choice as well. He's too young for Real Madrid, in my opinion, and he would be too expensive because of the World Cup hype. Either there is some hidden option nobody knows about, or the club could be repeating that they are happy with the same midfield as last year. How could they be happy though? Please tell me somebody, how could these guys be happy with the midfield of last year when we have not bring in anybody else other than Bernardo Silva, which if he's a starter, fair enough, I don't like it at all. If that's their plan, fair enough, I just don't understand it. And now selling Tchouameni, who are we getting then? Who's the player after Tchouameni? That's my point. That's why I don't want to sell Tchouameni. That's my last, thoughts about this. If it's for 90 million, I never want to sell Tchouameni. And who do we even get after that? And and that there will be no further midfield signings this summer if they are happy with the midfield, which I don't get, honestly. If we're just getting Bernardo Silva, I don't really get it. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about us selling Tchouameni, and who would we even sign if we actually sold him, and about the price and everything. How could they actually be happy with the midfield when it didn't work out clearly in the last 2 seasons? Maybe it's going to be different under Jose Mourinho, fair enough, but I just don't see the benefit in selling Tchouameni for 90 million and then look into somebody other than Tchouameni in the market, which I genuinely have no idea who would we buy. Maybe if it was, Adam Wharton or Angelo Stiller, but I just don't trust Florentino Perez to make these types of signings. I'm not gonna lie. I hope you enjoyed this video. Second video of today. Obviously, this is on the second channel. If you like this Real Madrid type of content, make sure to check out my main channel as well and subscribe to this channel. Of course, we are on the road to 1K on this channel as well, because why not? More content, more fun, more Real Madrid shenanigans. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one on the main channel tomorrow. Peace out.